What's good, y'all? Welcome to the second POC3 Live. I'm Khalid. I'm a junior. Pronouns are he, him. Identify as Arab, Asian.
My name's Hermona. I'm also a junior. I use she, her pronouns, and my racial identity is like Black and Ethiopian.
My name is Paris. I'm also a 11th grader, junior, basically. My pronouns are also she, her, and I identify as half Black, half Korean, or biracial. Either or works. Just like from our first episode, we're going to do a quick mini game to decide who's going to be today's official MC out of the three of us to lead the conversation. And Khalid found this spin the wheel game, so we're just going to use that instead of rock, paper, scissors.
Also, since Paris was MC last time, she only has her name on for the section of it. And
Doesn't matter because Ramona's MC.
I knew it!
No way!
All right, go ahead.
Why are you acting
ahead, MC.
surprised?
Well, I was trying to talk.
Oh, yeah, you can
I was
continue.
saying that Paris was only on the wheel for like 1/5 of it because she was the MC last time, so we wanted to give her like a smaller chance that she would be it. Anyways, all right. Hi guys, I'm Hermona, like I said before, and I'm gonna be the MC. So for today's POC3 Live, wait, my bad. Paris, do you have any tips or advice for me since I'm gonna be the MC and you were a really good one last time?
I was not really good, first of all, but I think you're gonna do a better job than me, so you got it. I have 0 tips. Go on.
Okay, for our new viewers who haven't seen episode 1, the reason why Khalid is wearing...
Oh, my bad.
I want to see those lights flashing too. I want to see it.
All right, that's it. All right, I'm done.
Perfect.
Okay, so last time we played a Guess This Song game, and Khalid lost to me. And so for his little punishment, he has to wear that hat for the full conversation.
What? Wait, the full conversation?
No, you're changing the rules.
No. Wait. No.
What?
I like it. Let's change it up.
It's more fun that way.
The full conversation?
Anyways.
No, I'm taking it off and I'll put it back on for the game. How about that? I'll just do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good enough. So last episode, we talked about our collective perspectives at private schools in Seattle and even our first impressions of each other. But today we're really excited to host our first guest to POC3 Live, welcoming Erin. Cue music.
We should probably play music or something, but...
Anyways, Erin, could you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and why you wanted to join us today?
Yeah, so hi guys, I'm Erin. I'm a 10th grader and I'm super excited to be on this podcast. I moved to Seattle 3 or 4 years ago, but I kind of started my social justice journey here in Seattle because of the leaders here and my friends even. And yeah, I'm just really excited to join this, give BIPOC another platform to use their voices and speak their minds. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was a great introduction. Before we get into our questions for Erin, we also have an easy game for the audience. I don't know if we're still doing this game, which is why I'm a little iffy. Anyways, before we, well, throughout the conversation, we're trying to find a thumbnail for our YouTube video when we upload this to our channel. So if you guys see an opportunity to take a funny or cute screenshot of us, please DM us at our Instagram at POC3_live, and we might choose yours to be the thumbnail.
It looks good.
About to take this off, so if you want to get a photo of this, better do it quick.
It's only been 5 minutes, but...
For real, now you give it up so quick.
I said I'll put it back on for the game, didn't I?
Oh yeah. Ramona, you can continue.
Okay, thank you. So now, as you guys are aware, it's Black History Month. So our questions today will be centered around that and our guest, of course. First question for Erin is, what type of work or actions do you take to involve yourself in social justice and equity, etc.?
Yeah, so like I mentioned during my introduction, I moved to Seattle 4 years ago. And the key about that is the fact that Seattle has such a big movement and such a big group of the IPOC kind of leading a lot of movements and creating spaces and kind of nurturing the fact that we don't exactly have the biggest community here in Seattle, but we can still create that community. So my social justice journey, I feel like sorry, my dad's like doing the dishes, but anyways, my social justice journey kind of started, I would say, in 2019. My friend Dinara actually is here, but I went to a school called SGS, Seattle Girls School. And I feel like there, when I had that area with a lot of Black women and BIPOC women, I had the chance to kind of put myself out there like I wasn't doing before. Like my friend Dinara was going to protest for the No New Youth Jail thing, the No New Youth Jail protest and the program. And so it kind of inspired me to kind of get out. And last year, it kind of ignited that flame of myself kind of involving myself in service for the Black community and other communities and posting on social media, but also really just getting out there and finding ways to build up the community instead of just being there when there's issues happening. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for sharing. I don't know if Paris or Colin had anything to add on to that or not.
Oh, do you want to go first?
I mean, I don't really have anything to add, so. I mean, unless you guys want to talk about if you involve yourself in social justice in any way, Paris or Ramona.
I honestly don't think I do as much as like kids nowadays are doing. Like, I feel like everybody calls themselves an activist these days, and it's like some people are like they're really putting in the work, but I don't think I'm involved in like many major organizations or anything like that that's completely focused on social justice. So I don't know. It's like a combination of like I sort of don't have time, but I should probably like make the time. So I definitely like respect those people who do the work like that.
Yeah, I think also when people call themselves activists, they think it's only online. Like in the 20th century, not everyone had internet. Like no one even had internet, like barely anyone. So when we didn't have the internet, like there were actually people getting out on the streets and building these organizations from the ground up and doing things instead of just posting on social media, which is great because it spreads awareness. But the real work gets done when you really just go to these communities and learn more firsthand when you have the chance to, you know.
Yeah, I was also gonna say, because it's Black History Month, I feel like this is also a month for like me to learn a lot about like Black culture and Black history. And I feel like even if we're not being the leader of a protest or the leader of a club or even a part of a club at all, like even just learning and like looking out for resources and stuff is like the first step.
Exactly.
I just want to add that like I definitely like agree with like what Paris is talking about when it comes to like myself. Like I feel like a lot of times like I don't do enough to like get myself involved with social justice issues and that sort of thing. So like I definitely need to make more of an effort to do that, especially since I feel like I definitely have like some privilege. I feel like Asian and Arab Americans kind of have some privilege compared to other races. Definitely like Arab Americans, like a lot of us like identify or like on the census we identify as white, so it's like I don't know, like we don't really have to put our race down as Arab and Asians. It's like, you know, we've made a lot of progress, and like a lot of that progress is also like due to like Black people supporting us. So I think it's definitely important to like, you know, like come together and like help each other instead of just like focusing on like our own issues. I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
never
I
mind.
agree. Like when it comes to doing things for other communities, you shouldn't have to count how much you're doing and just do it because you know you're going to get something back later if you need help from another community, you know? Instead of like measuring how much you're doing, just do it because you know it's right and because you know that the time, like when you need help, they're going to help you, you know?
Yeah, that was a good way to wrap that question, Miss. So our next question is, do you think schools make enough of an effort to highlight issues in the world such as social justice?
Yeah, I think the one thing is a lot of schools are working towards that this year and last year because, you know, a lot of their students probably went to these protests or spoke up about it. I just think I really want schools to start appreciating us instead of only appreciating us when we have issues and only appreciating us when we're victims of police brutality or a racial stereotype or, you know, any of these issues going on. Like, if you want to actually help us, you have to start when it's not only when we're vulnerable, you know, when we need the help that we need. So my school specifically, I think because our BSU is really new. Like it started, I think in 2018 or 2017, I'm not really exactly sure, but I love my school. It's great, but there's a lot of work to be done and a lot of support that's needed from them. They started a white ally group, which I think is great, but it kind of rubbed a lot of us the wrong way, a lot of the affinity groups, because it's almost like we don't get enough support to start another group for white allies, you know? So if there's going to be white allies, make sure that we have enough of a foundation before starting a group for white allies, if that makes sense. I think a lot of schools need to improve and a lot of schools are improving. Not every school is, but my school is definitely trying to get there, which is great. So yeah. Are your guys' schools doing the same thing or no?
Yeah, we have a white allies as well. Khalid, does your school have like affinity groups?
Yeah, I think we have affinity groups. I joined this public school just this year, so I'm not really sure about all the affinity groups and everything since, you know, online learning and everything. But I know like we have BSU that I think has been there for a while. I'm not sure, but then we also have an Asian American, like all the Pacific Islander, all that group. Yeah, and then, but I'm not sure about an allies group.
Yeah, I think what we're scared of is having white guilt again, you know, come up in those conversations in these ally groups, because I really just don't enjoy when people try to put themselves down for our satisfaction because they think we're gonna like that, you know, saying, oh, like, I am racist. Like, maybe you are racist, but I mean, we don't really need to know that 24/7. So I just hope these we're not going to be in these groups because it's just white people only, which is, I mean, I don't think they're going to say no if we want to join, but yeah, I just hope they're monitoring every action they take and stepping towards the right path in these groups. Yeah.
I also just wanted to add something about like white ally groups. I feel like it's definitely a great idea, like you said, but it seems a little bit unorganized just because out of like hundreds of white students, like these are predominantly white institutions, schools, like there's hundreds of kids, but you only see like around 20 going to the club. And so I agree with what you were saying earlier, Erin, about how there needs to be like more of a foundation or like just organization in general in order to like bring those other students in, because it almost, not in a rude way, but like it almost makes me look at those students a little bit differently just because I'm like, why would you not want to be in that club? Like, I'm in my affinity group because I want to connect with people of my like race or ethnic background, so like why wouldn't you? But also it's not my place, so yeah.
It's like, sorry, were you gonna say something?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna add on that I think it's like a little controversial because I don't want to pressure people to joining affinity groups. Like, I've been in BSU I probably already said this, but I've been in BSU since I was like a freshman or something, and that was only because Hermona told me to go. And then I recently joined the Asian Pacific Islander affinity group, and it's like, which made me feel guilty, honestly, because I was like, why did it take me so long to join both? But I don't like look down upon the people who don't join the affinity groups, but it just does feel weird that like we go to a majority white private school and then we have this white allies club.
Exactly.
But it's like those numbers are so small compared to the number of like students that actually go to the school.
The one thing I just want to know is like what goes on in these groups, because like you said, we go to a predominantly white school where you can just group together one day and start talking about race or something. Like and actions could be sent out through email, or you could be doing an Instagram page. I don't even know, just a group with allies. It's great to a sense, but I know that there's like a lot of boundaries, you know, that we have to put up, but it's just strange, especially when, like it's a predominantly white institution and you see white people everywhere you go. Not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just overwhelming at times, you know? And I mean, they can talk about race whenever they want to, because they can turn to one another and just start talking about it. But yeah, I just really hope everyone in that group has good intentions. And I just hope the conversations are great. I just also wish they would connect more with the affinity groups, because a lot of us, it was just an announcement and they started the group. It wasn't exactly like a group meeting where we all talked about it. Yeah.
I also wanted to add something really quickly. You said that I agree, by the way, I'm not like bashing or anything. You said that like white people can talk about race whenever they want to, but also like on the other hand, they don't have to talk about it because they have like the privilege to not have to deal with it on the daily basis.
Yeah.
And so I'm like looking at it from both sides. I'm trying to like process that in my head.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's interesting because I think it was freshman year, maybe it was sophomore, I'm not sure, but freshman. There was I think he was a junior at the time. He's like, oh yeah, like join this allies group or whatever, call it. Like, I know you're not white, but like, you know, it's not meant to be like for only white people. Like anybody could join. I was like, okay, whatever. And I was just like, I joined and it's like only white people. I'm like, okay.
That hurt me up even more if like somebody asked me to join the white allies. I'm sorry.
And then it's like I remember it's like I only went to like 2 meetings, and then it was like that was like the first time they met, because I don't know, it was like a new group, and then they're like, oh yeah, like we're gonna read like this article about like how you can be a better ally as a white person. I was like
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, like I don't know, there's a little bit of a problem there. Like I'm not white, so like more power to you guys. Like, you know, you guys are like trying to do your best or whatever, you're putting in effort.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, I just wasn't. It's just like it's weird, like, oh yeah, how can we help like non-white people, like, you know, like how can we be better allies to non-white people as white people? Like bro, I'm not white. I don't know how this applies to me.
Casa, can I go?
It's weird looking at it from that inside. I think like I don't want to, I don't know, because I feel bad just like making all these restrictions and stuff, but I feel like to a certain extent there's some points where like white people talk about being anti-racist when it's not even necessary. Like I could, if you say you're tired, like at school or something, for example, like, oh my god, I want to go home, I'm so tired, and then someone randomly says, yeah, you must be so tired, you know, carrying the, you know, all the heavy work and the duties of like a black woman. Like, okay.
When did it become a race thing? I'm just tired.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say because it might be a little bit confusing, but yeah, it's an interesting conversation. It gets really deep, so
it's like we already always think about race because like like Carmona said, we don't really have a choice because it's part of our literal like identity.
Yeah.
And our whole lives, like personally, I've always gone to a predominantly white private school, so I always felt like not alone, but like isolated, I guess. Alone sounds really sad, but like pretty much isolated. So it's like we have no choice but to think about it every day. So it'd be great if you didn't bring it up every time.
Yeah. And then the one thing I think a lot of people might ask is, well, when we say you shouldn't make everything about race, then why are you saying, well, everything is about race? Like, again, everything is about race because it was made about race. Like, where we live is, like, what the United States was made off of the concept of race. And, like, you don't have to bring it up every single second. Like, in normal conversations, when you know it's normal conversation, don't bring it up because it's not necessary. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, comment below or like in the chat or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna kind of shift the focus a little bit to our next question, just because I feel like we got into the heart of that. So our next question for you is, you've told us you have a passion for STEM related courses. Do you think it's harder for POC to pursue STEM careers?
Yeah, definitely. I think it also goes to like support, and starting at like in high school and elementary school and even just like preschool, when you have a support system from your teachers, then you're gonna be able to grow and you're gonna be able to get these opportunities that you want. But for example, if you're in high school and you want to run for class president, but you know you go to a predominantly white institution, you have no one there to kind of encourage you to run for class president, and you want to, you're most likely not going to run for class president because there's no one there to kind of cheer you on or get you to this position. And I think I think when it comes to STEM, especially like Black women, have you guys seen Hidden Figures? Yeah. So they don't think they don't think BIPOC can be in these STEM related fields because stereotypes, biases. And so I think it's definitely harder for BIPOC to get into these fields, into these careers. I'm just like getting back into STEM. I did it a lot in like 2017, but there's definitely like a roadblock for BIPOC there.
And I also feel like something we were mentioning earlier was like how the thing you were talking about when people are like, or when someone says they're tired and you're like, oh, is it because you're carrying all this pressure, blah, blah, all that stuff. I feel like when you're going into careers where people don't typically look like you, it's also a lot of pressure, especially for POC in a field like STEM, because it's like not only are you being the first to maybe do something, but it's like you have to kind of be an example for many people and like also encourage others to like follow in your footsteps, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then it's like at the same time, like I don't want to go into STEM, and like I don't need to always be that person to like represent all Black women, you know?
Yeah, and I think like we're still reaching a lot of milestones when it comes to STEM related fields. And a lot of the time people, like I'm interested in the arts as well, but a lot of people like to keep the stereotype that we can't be in these like STEM fields because we should be going to like art fields because we don't have enough brain power or whatever. But we can do it. Like there's so many smart people out there. There's so many, like I know so many smart BIPOC who like are just so good at STEM and science and chemistry. Like I feel like we also need to just break that stereotype. And if there's people who think, like if there's BIPOC who are so like pushed down because of what these white people are saying about like, oh, you shouldn't be here, like you can't do this, or you know, just know like you don't have to prove anything to these people. Just do what you love, and yeah, just honestly stay unbothered. If I'm being honest, I think that'll get you really far.
going back to like how they make the assumptions that all Black people want to do one certain thing, but it's like we're all individuals. It's like there's people can literally, it's like not based on race, I guess is the best way to put it. Like if somebody wants to go into STEM, it's not because they're Black, it's because they want to go into STEM. And so on.
I think the like one thing that I see a lot on the internet is people, like I used to think this was funny until I kind of got to the deeper meaning, but people, when they see rappers or like athletes with a white person who's like, you know, in a different career path than them, let's say it's like a mathematician or something and then a rapper and they're talking, people start to make memes about that because they don't think they should be interacting because they think rappers are in this whole entire different area. When they learn facts like, oh, a rapper, you know, did like Tupac, he took like ballet and I think writing or like poetry or something, but people are so surprised by the fact that rappers can be smart and athletes can be smart and do entrepreneurial things and pursue different career paths, open up businesses. And it goes to show the big stereotypes that are still implemented in people's heads, no matter what. So just think about that, guys.
Period. Got them thinking.
Great for that.
Just to like, that just like reminded me of like how when LeBron was talking about, I think he was talking about social issues or something to do with like oppression, and then that like Fox lady was like, oh, just like shut up and dribble or whatever, and then it's like, I don't know, like 6 months later or something, it's like Drew Brees, who's like this white NFL quarterback, he like talks about politics, and she's like, oh, like he totally has like the platform, like he totally has the right to like talk about this or whatever. It's just like, it's like so blatantly like obvious, like how racist you are, like honestly. And it's like LeBron is definitely more than qualified than you to talk about politics or like social justice issues, honestly. Like, if we're being honest, like, come on, he's more than qualified.
Yeah, I think also like when we have domination, like this sounds, actually no, if we have like domination in STEM, people will start to kind of lose their biases and maybe their stereotypes. But we really need to get people into these careers and into these higher positions, these higher roles, and then we can start making the real change and build businesses and put BIPOC in careers that they want to be in and do what they love.
Yeah, that kind of relates to our last question. We're just going to do one more before our like main game event for the night, whatever you want to call it. So our last question is, do you think being a POC affects your experiences or your experience taking on bigger positions or roles, especially in a predominantly white independent school?
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier as well. With like class president, I am like, even in school, I've never had a Black teacher, maybe once. And I actually had I had two friends run, but one of them was a BIPOC. She was running for class president and she didn't get the role, 2 white students did. And I'm not insulting any of the class presidents, anyone, but the fact that it was 2 white people who kind of have more, how should I say this, like a bigger reach, I guess, towards our class. I think it's because the upliftment of white people at the school. My friend, I think she was really disappointed because we don't see a lot of leadership when it comes to seeing BIPOC and the positions we may want to take, like a teacher role. Like if you don't see a BIPOC in a teacher role, you're probably not going to think that you can do it too. There's definitely an impact, and yeah, I mean, once it gets into the cycle of white people getting rules all the time, you kind of just give up. So they definitely, my school and other schools, like the one thing I've been saying a lot is they need to support these BIPOC. They need to get these BIPOC to kind of stand up and take on whatever they want, take on things that they think that white people get all the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, were there any final thoughts? Like anything you didn't get a chance to say maybe?
Oh, wait. Okay. I'll just did I say? Okay. Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. And I hope this was a good message. I hope my answers kind of stick with you whenever. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Like those are great answers. And I know we already said this like a billion times, but thank you so much for joining us, Erin.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you were willing to share your perspective with us today, and hopefully you can hop on to another episode in the future. We're gonna kind of shift now to our game. We're gonna play a little game, Jeopardy style, and the questions, of course, will be focusing on Black History for Black History Month. The rules are going to be, while I ask the question, everyone's mic has to be on, and then the first person to say their name will get to answer. But if they get it wrong, the second person will get a chance to answer until someone gets it right. The questions are going to be multiple choice, and each is worth 1 point, so I'll be keeping track. Are you guys ready?
Oh, where's your hat at?
Oh, my bad.
I already forgot.
I thought we would
I
forget.
actually did forget, so I'm not turning on the lights. That's too much.
Wait, it's multiple choice, right?
$265.01, bringing our total of what we owe our electric company $3,194.20.
Wait, what are we doing?
Wednesday's usage alone, $1,500.
Where's that coming from?
Emily.
Oh, for me. Sorry, this is difficulty.
Almost $5,000.
Holy shit. Free market capitalism.
Whoever has their mic on, can they mute? Thank you.
I'm so dead. I thought it was one of you guys.
Yeah, I was like, bro.
Sorry, y'all.
Technical difficulties part 2.
Period.
Alright, wait. Who's screen sharing?
We're screen sharing?
Oh wait, my bad. I was thinking of something else. Run ahead.
I was hopefully about to pass this on because
Oh, hold on. I can screen share.
thank you.
What, are we not doing the... Never mind.
Wait, JK, I just received a secret message from someone.
Secret message.
Secret message.
Hold up, give me 1 second.
Not passing the baton.
Sorry, y'all. Kind of last minute preparations on this, on the game.
I have it ready. Okay, the first question is, when did the celebration of Black History Month begin? A, 1990, B, 2002, C, the 1800s, or D, 1926?
Here. 1990.
Wait, what was C?
C was 1800, or 1800, whatever that year's called.
Paris.
Yeah, go.
2002.
Alright. Let me think about this logically. 1800s?
You never get time to think.
Okay, damn. My bad. I'll go 1926, because like 1800s? Come on.
1926?
That's right.
Let's go.
Who started?
Back then?
Do you know who made it a national holiday? Or month?
But I don't know at the moment.
I don't think so. I can search it up real quick.
Can the audience search that up for us, please?
Okay, well, we're gonna move on to the next question because we can do that later.
The audience, can you please tell us who?
Okay, period.
Okay, well, just move on and then just somebody will answer it.
Okay, the next question is, which president officially recognized Black History Month? A. Trump. B. Obama. C. Reagan. D. Ford.
Here,
I don't.
Henry Ford.
Oh,
Sorry, wait, can you say it?
Henry Ford.
That's right.
I was gonna say Obama.
I was gonna say Reagan. Nah, Reagan was
Not me
racist. So
making
like,
assumptions.
never mind.
Okay, now it's 1 point Khalid, 1 point Erin.
Oh crap.
Wait. I'm confused. Are we raising our hand or are we saying our name?
Wait, am I supposed to say my name? Okay, I'll say my name.
Okay, well, according to the rules, we were doing whoever says their name first or whoever says something.
Okay, I'll say my name.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then the next question is, what is the 2020 Black History Month theme?
Here. Oh, sorry.
No,
Damn.
I can already tell what's
You're on top of it.
No, actually, JK. Let me say the multiple choice.
No, she can answer if she.
No, let her
No,
answer
it's
it.
multiple
Like,
You don't have to read the whole thing.
if she knows it about the multiple choice, then like
I want to hear. I want to hear.
you can,
Oh,
you
are you
can
gonna
answer
read that
it.
now? Okay.
Go ahead, Erin.
I'm pretty sure it's like family tradition or like something about family and like diversity.
Is that right?
I have a different answer.
Okay, read the choices.
Okay. A. The crisis in Black education. B. African Americans in the vote. C. Black women's rights. D. Black migration.
Wait,
All
is this like
Is this year?
It's 2020. So
Call it.
last.
Call it all Beatty. Let me answer.
Okay, go.
Okay, I'm gonna say, what was it? Black vote was B, right? Or I'm gonna say that because the election.
It's right. No, but the thing is, it was from 2020. It wasn't even this year, so you're logic. You got it right still.
It's the 2020 election, isn't it? So like, come on.
But Black History Month's in February.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
It's the same year.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say it was Black women, but
Okay. Our next question is, when did Martin Luther King Jr. give his I Have a Dream speech? Was it A, September 9th, 1965, B, August 21st, 1940, C, December 8th, 1990, or D, May 18th, 1979?
here? August 21st.
Mm-mm.
Paris.
Wait, oh,
Paris.
no. Okay,
Hey.
go.
19.
Okay, well I know the answer now.
Paris.
A.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
Wait, what was
I was
A?
about to.
September?
Nine-
The right answer was September 9th, 1965.
I
Yeah,
remember.
that's the one that fit the most. So I was like, fits the timeline the most.
Okay, so is it, I said I was keeping track, but is it,
I have 2. Paris has 1. Erin has 1. I believe.
I think Erin has 2.
2?
I do. I think I have one.
No, I think she has 1.
Okay, I have 1. We'll keep track for you, Ramona.
we have like harder questions, but I'm trying to pick out which one I
Oh
wanted.
God. You could probably get it if it's multiple choice.
Yeah.
These aren't multiple choice. These ones are short answer.
I do bad on those tests.
Who wrote the book I Know Why Caged Birds Sing?
Here. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting.
No, you
Oh,
can
go ahead.
This one isn't multiple choice. This is short answer. So you gotta guess.
I was waiting for the choices.
Maya Angelou.
Yes.
Okay.
I realized it actually was a multiple choice, but you got it anyways. Good.
Oh my.
Okay, wait. What? How many points should we play to? Because now it's 2-2-1.
I don't.
Wait, how much time do we have? 6:40.
Why don't we do one more and the question's worth a lot of points?
What? No, do like I say we do like 2 or
Should
3
do the
more.
questions with 2 points. So then if Paris gets it, or 3, so if Paris gets it, then she wins. But then if
Yeah. I like-
No, what?
I,
Are they multiple choice or not?
yeah, can we do a multiple choice one?
Yeah, do a multiple
No.
choice one. Is there no more multiple choice?
No, because the other ones are like this or that, and there's 3 of you, and so that's unfair because then the third person won't be able. Anyways, we're not doing that.
Oh, wait. This or that means like what? Somebody says this and then somebody else says that.
2 options, and you choose between the 2.
Why don't we just do it so then it's like
This or that.
like 2 of us could like choose the same option, or like all of us could choose the same option. Like,
Okay, no, we doing another multiple choice.
okay.
He sent me.
For all the points.
For all the points, yeah.
What? Yo.
Put your points in the pot. All
Okay.
in, all in.
What was Rosa Parks' job when she was arrested? Was it A, a doctor, B, a bus driver, C, a department store seamstress, seamstress, or D, no job?
Here.
Followed.
I don't think it was Colin. I don't know if it was Paris or Erin because I saw Erin's thingy go green, but then I saw Paris talk, so I don't
Our
know.
thing go green then.
No, why don't y'all rock, paper, scissors?
Okay. Rock. Wait, it's kind of slow. Rock.
Shoot.
What?
We're doing on shoot.
Oh, rock. Yeah, on shoot. Rock, paper, scissor, shoot. What?
What was that?
All right, wait.
Oh, scissors.
You guys know
Go. You got it.
Okay.
Oh, go.
First
All right, I was gonna just say C.
It's right.
Oh my god, of course. I knew the answer
my
too.
God.
Place.
Yay!
Oh, that's such a yo, all the points.
All the
my,
points.
bro. Yo, no. Alright, fine, whatever. Fine, it's okay.
So
Literally Erin won though, because she literally got all the short answer ones. I didn't even know.
Yeah, like she didn't even need the multiple choice. Like she already got it. Like
Answer.
I forgot to mention this earlier, but we decided before playing the game that the person who got last place would have to act on a scene from a movie that the winner chooses for our next episode. So, Erin, as much as we wish you were part of our core team, that means that Colin is the loser again.
yo. Whatever, fine.
So Paris is gonna come for with the movie for him to act a movie scene for next episode. So stay tuned.
I'll think real hard of a good movie for you, Colin.
Oh, better not be some,
Did you want to say Pitch
something
Perfect?
corny. Pitch Perfect? Yeah. I'm
Oh,
good.
the
Wait, no. I ain't doing no singing if that's what you're thinking.
To
Not
be
doing
discussed later.
To be discussed.
To be determined. Hermona, go ahead.
Thank you. I was like, what are y'all even talking about? Okay. Now that's all the time we have tonight for POC3 Live Episode 2. The 3 of us want to thank Erin again. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. Do you have any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Yeah, so make sure to check out Empowering Our Melanin, which is run by my friend and I, Dayanara. She's actually here. Yeah, it's basically a space where we uplift and empower BIPOC, exactly what we're talking about during this episode. And you guys can follow my Insta too. It's just Erin Howard with 2 E's. So yeah.
I just put their at inside the chat, so be sure to follow them.
And thank you guys so much for inviting me. I had a great time. This was great. Yeah.
Yeah, we had so much fun too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
We also wanted to thank you guys, the audience, for recently helping us reach 100 followers on our Instagram at POC3_live. If you don't follow us already, make sure to go follow us. Turn on our post notifications. We really appreciate the support that everyone has given us. Tomorrow night, our YouTube channel, POC3, if you don't follow that, go do that right now. Subscribe, like, share, all of that. Well, we'll upload the recording of this episode, and in the upcoming week, we'll also share some videos of our behind the scenes that we'll post again. So subscribe to our channel, like I mentioned before, so you can stay updated whenever we upload new content.
Okay. And wait, before we leave, I just want to say Lauryn Hill got certified diamond today on her album. First female Black MC to ever do it. You know, shout out to her. She's a legend. And with that, thank you again, Erin, for coming. Thank you guys for coming. I'm Khalid.
I'm Hermona.
And I'm Paris.
And we're out.
Thank you.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.